progression's not there.
And he'll get it down.
But I think we've discovered in this NFL yard, now they've come back to the run.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the third.
Carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism.
Ronald Jones, his 4th touch. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets him back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about great about themselves.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Let's go.
On first down, Allen flush to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Allen off the play fake. Rolling to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to be set up in the
combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Gregory Rousseau just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Winston. Incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long.
Guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Dolphins defense as they head out to set up shop. They recovered the fumble last time. 3 turnovers for them in this game. They've been, that word opportunistic comes to mind, right?
Exactly what they've done in this game.
The former DB making sure you know their takeaways on the defense.
Takeaways, man.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. On 2nd and inches. Allen forced out to his left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him. And they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space. And he takes off.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Throwing is Allen. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Bills have broken the tie. They do tack on the extra point as well. They will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Winston to throw. Over the middle and complete to Water. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Winston. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay?
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he wisely will throw that one away. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Allen on the move, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now Allen. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 4 quarters, it's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Play action now. Winston. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Long. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again to Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 64 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Play fake. Winston. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Jameis to throw it. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Powers through. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Winston. This is caught, and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Everything here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. Going with a big fullback wide. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Winston to throw for it on 4. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. First throw of overtime for Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
It nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, his throw incomplete. You know they're going to be looking his way in overtime. He's had a fantastic game, but unable to hook up there.
And how many times do we see this situation where they actually complete that pass and you wonder to yourself, how do you let him get open? How do you not know they're going to go to him? He's their big play guy. In this case, they defended it well and knocked it away.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Play action. Now it's Allen. He gets this complete to Diggs. And some room to maneuver. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A huge play there in overtime. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. team. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.